Food waste is a major concern in Australia due to the increasing cost to households, companies, and to local councils. To reduce the cost of food and lower the environmental impacts, it is important to ensure that communities are aware of the harm caused when disposing of food waste in local landfills. When biodegradable organic material is disposed of in local landfills, there is a great concern about the increase in greenhouse gases and odour throughout the local community. There are vast amounts of concerns which affect the environment when food waste is disposed of within landfills. These environmental concerns consist of increased greenhouse gases and water pollution, increasing the amount of resources used in the process of disposing of food waste, increase in food production and cost, and an increase in water use. With this in mind, creating awareness of a positive biodegradable organic waste process will ensure these concerns and costs will reduce. When biodegradable organic material is confined in one area, like a landfill, it produces a gas called methane. Research shows that methane is 25 times more potent than carbon pollution from a car. 1 year worth of packaging in landfills creates as much greenhouse gas as 860,000 cars. When methane is released into the air, it can cause an increase in climate change in Australia. When more materials are added into the landfill and compressed with machinery, it causes an odour which is released into the air and the local community. When the materials are compressed within the landfill, the emissions that are left over soak through the landfill and are released into the groundwater, causing pollution.
And here's a fact you may not have known. Food rotting in landfill gives off methane, a greenhouse gas 25 times more potent than the carbon pollution that comes out of car exhausts. One more reason to curb the urge to toss it out.
Research shows that Australians waste a large amount of food every day. These figures retrieved from Marrickville Council Love Food Hate Waste show the breakdown in biodegradable organic waste which is disposed of in landfills in New South Wales. Currently in Australia, many food companies discard leftover food in general waste skip bins. To combat food waste, communities, large and small companies, and individuals can invest in a more sustainable disposal of their food waste. These could include, but are not limited to, an off-site organic recovery collection, an on-site compost bin, or could donate leftover foods to charity. Leichhardt City Council conducted research in 2007 and found that 44% of contents in a household bin were food waste. To help reduce this going to landfills, Leichhardt City Council introduced a trial curbside collection program. This program encouraged residents in the area to place food waste into a separate bin, which will be collected separately from the curbside on a set day. Unfortunately, after the trial program was stopped to single dwellings. Earth Power is another company located in New South Wales which is designed to help companies who produce, transport, distribute and sell food. Earth Power uses food waste to produce green electricity and fertiliser.
Earth Power is Australia's first regional waste management facility, turning solid and liquid food waste streams into green energy and nutrient-rich fertiliser.
Individuals can also help to reduce the amount of food waste that enters landfills across New South Wales. These can be achieved by knowing what food you have at home before buying new food, understanding how to store fresh food at home, knowing when the food is still okay to use, and donating unused food to charity. Individuals can also help to reduce food waste in landfills by composting at home or placing food scraps in a food dehydrator. According to the Give a Fork research 2014, if New South Wales households reduced their food waste by 66%, the greenhouse gas savings would be equivalent to taking 117,000 cars off New South Wales roads permanently. By making communities, companies and individuals aware of options readily available to reuse, reduce and recycle food waste, together we can help create a greener, sustainable environment. A simple Google search on Food Waste Australia provides a substantial amount of information from government-supported programs and companies. It's never too late to start.